Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're doing a broadhead test on the Zeus Heavy Metal. It's a 175 grain broadhead for my high FOC build. So if you're not familiar with the Zeus, these front blades collapse to allow pass-through hard bone and things like that. There's a spring in the ferrule that allows that to happen, and then it pushes the blades back open. Now this is a 1.5 inch cut normal, and it collapses down to 7/8, which matches the cutting diameter of the bleeders, and then it springs back open. Now they did a bunch of testing on the spring in this ferrule to make sure that it actually does reopen inside the animal. And I don't know the spring poundage off the top of my head. I feel like I've heard 55 pounds somewhere, but don't quote me on that because I'm, again, not 100% positive. So it's a solid steel ferrule, there's stainless steel blades, and again, 1.5 inch cutting diameter up front, 7/8 in the back for the bleeders. Another cool thing is they have something I believe they call smart tip technology. Let me figure it out here real quick. Nope, sorry, it's interchangeable tip. It's smart blade technology, interchangeable tip. But anyways, this little tip right here screws out, and you can screw in the bigger version and actually make this a 200 grain broadhead. They also have a 100 grain that has the tip changeability that you can do 100 or 125 in. So that's pretty awesome. Well, if you've never been here before, the way we do broadhead tests is I spin test. Now on an industry standard or higher end broadhead, I'd assume they spin true, but I spin them on my arrows. This spun great. I'm not gonna waste your time showing you that. Now what I'm gonna do is shoot for accuracy at 20, 30, and then 37 to 40-ish yards, whatever it is, back as far as I can get, to show how they fly with field points. And then after that, we shoot it into a chunk of telephone pole to see how durable it is. So without wasting any more of your time, this is gonna be the 20-yard shot, and I'm gonna be shooting at my Reinhardt elk target. Alrighty, here you go. You'll see at 20 yards, we got about an 1.5 inch difference. The Zeus hit just a little low. Could have been me. Just realized I have the wrong insert in my Easy V, so these aren't gonna look pretty, but we'll just see how they group. Alrighty, this guy is the Zeus. This is the field point. Again, you're gonna see a bit to the left and kind of low. Alrighty, Zeus field point. And as you can see, I'm actually hitting left to center anyway, so maybe I do have a little bit of a new tuning issue or something that I didn't know about that I need to work out. But you can still see about the same distance as all the other groups. So even with that little bit of a tuning issue, it's still grouping lethally within my field points at least. And I bet you anything, if I fix up this little tuning issue, it'll be good to go, and they'll be smoking right in there with field points. Alrighty, and now the fun part everybody loves, breaking stuff. I'm like 8 yards away-ish. I'm pretty close. I shoot it, then I pull it out, then we talk about it. Here we go. Alrighty. There it is. It's after being shot into that telephone pole chunk. Still definitely one piece. I could sharpen it back up. I could reuse it without any issue. The one thing I see, and I saw this after a couple shots into the target, is these blades now have some movement. So Zeus actually sells, and that's without the blades collapsing, they have some movement. Zeus actually sells replacement spring kits for this. It's the same concept as a replaceable blade broadhead. Eventually stuff goes bad, you have to replace it. Not a big deal to me because they say it's replaceable. However, with that said, these blades are actually still relatively sharp. All things considered, after being shot into a target half a dozen times because I shot before I started the video, and then into that, I mean really some touch up on these blades and it's ready to rock and roll again. And honestly, even with that spring having a little bit of give, it's still plenty for me to feel confident hunting with it. Overall, I'm actually super impressed with this Zeus. As you guys saw, there was a little bit of flight issues with my field point, but we also uncovered that was a tuning issue. So it's not the broadhead's fault, it's something I have to fix. Now, taking into consideration there was a tuning issue, and at most we only had 2 inches different in the broadhead compared to the field point, I'd say that's pretty freaking impressive. So overall, I would say this is a really great choice in broadheads. The 100 grain version I'm sure is just as good. I've not tested those yet, but I could probably do that. The heavy metal version is for sure very awesome. I'm super thoroughly impressed. And again, like with a lot of broadheads I've tested, probably one I'll be taking into the woods this year. So I'll drop a link in the description below where you can grab some of these off the Zeus website. And of course, I've got affiliate links in the description for my great partner, Strikeforce Energy. And then of course, all the filming stuff I use is linked down there as well if you're interested in anything like that. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and we're out.